It's already been quite the night, and my night's just starting. I doubt I'll be able to get this video out before I crash, but I'm going to at least try and see where I get. Earlier today, Demidov beats Kaprizov's KHL record. Ovechkin is now staring down 17 more goals until he beats Gretzky's goal record? There's a little scare there when it looked like Sidney Crosby might have sustained some sort of injury, went back to the dressing room, but thankfully came back later in the game. And of course, the Montreal Canadiens tried to cling to some sort of relevancy in the Eastern Conference by securing a win tonight against the San Jose Sharks, the last place team in the league. Can the Montreal Canadiens do it? Can they beat the San Jose Sharks? It's Lane Hutson versus Macklin Celebrini. Let's talk about it.
Me, I don't even have idea how they make maple syrup.
I thought we were going to have a rare Finney Fooner sighting. See that back there? That's his dog blanket. He was down here for a minute. I fed him a bunch of cheese earlier today, and I think he's warming up to me. I think he wants to spend some time with Dad a little bit more. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Montreal Canadiens versus the San Jose Sharks tonight. It's a late game. Started at 11:30 Atlantic. I am in New Brunswick. Of course, I'm in the Atlantic time zone. Yeah, it's rough. When Toronto plays in Mountain Time, they got them cranking back usual start times in different barns.
You know, we get the 5 o'clock start time. It's always nice. They come in our building and we got to change our schedule around. But
anyway, you showed up here for the recap. I'm going to give you the recap. First, I'd like you to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that like button. Helps me out with search results or something. So we start where we always start. And this is interesting. This is very interesting stuff. Let's go through the lineup. Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Newhook, Dach, Anderson. Line A is down on the third line. Evans, Armia. Owen Beck has joined the team. Pizzette is not playing tonight. Dvorak, Gallagher. On defense, our pairings are Hudson and Matheson reunited, and it feels so good. Struble, Carrier, Jacki, Savard. In net, we have Samuel Montembeault. So the puck drops. Good energy tonight. Starts off really good. Montreal sets a good tone, but they start to slip. Slavkovsky takes a penalty when the play breaks down in the offensive zone. They're looking sloppy out there. And on the subsequent power play,
move that puck as quickly and as efficiently as the San Jose Sharks do. It is a beautiful thing to watch.
That's Macklin Celebrini, Calder candidate, moving within 1 point of Lane Hutson. Sharks looked great on this play. They played the Montreal Canadiens like a fiddle. Montembeault had no chance on this one. The passing was just spot on. But then the San Jose Sharks are going to take a penalty of their own. Macklin Celebrini gets caught for cross-checking, but Craig Button seems to be more concerned about the slash from Tyler Toffoli to Suzuki. The Habs go on the power play. Can PP1 get their groove back? They cannot. They look awful. This was another really bad power play. Honestly, I think they look better on the penalty kill than they do on the power play at this point. We see a good chance for Armia when he rings one off the post, but that's going to do it for the first period. The San Jose Sharks are leading by 1. They have 11 shots. Montreal has 7. So they're even beating them in shots. Not looking good. So the second period starts, and it's feeling a little bit different for the Montreal Canadiens. You're seeing a lot of energy in their game, and that is marked by the stats sheet because we see this happen.
Suzuki takes a look, backhand, up to Hudson, Suzuki, Caulfield score!
That's a power play goal for Caulfield. That is his 26th, I believe. Yeah, it's his 26th of the season. 37th assist for Nick Suzuki, 37th assist for Lane Hutson. Keeping pace with the captain, that's not too bad. And the Habs aren't done there. They strike again.
Carrier, he's got it, waiting, Newhook, one-timer, score! Alex Newhook rewarded.
Beautiful goal by Alex Newhook. He needed this one. Assisted by Carrier and Dach. They put in some good work at the offensive end here, and San Jose was caught off guard, essentially defensively at this point in the offensive strike by Montreal. Montreal continues to get good chances. Newhook puts one off the post. Lots of shots off the post here. I'm not going to put them all because there were a lot, but let's say that it could probably be 5-2 for the Habs by the end of the second. Anderson gets absolutely rocked. And then the game completely grinds to a halt. There's a waved off goal. It's very obvious that this is not a goal, but the referees take it to the situation center. They look at it and they look at it And sometimes you just got to look at it.
Oh, would you look at this?
7 minutes of just a delay of game, essentially. This is the stuff that I hate. I'm a real proponent, and I've probably said this. You might have heard this already if you're a fan of the channel. I'm a real fan of get it right the first time. The problem is the referees are human and they rarely get it right anytime. There needs to be more accountability. There needs to be more training, and I'll stick to that. Anyway, the review comes back. It stands no goal, but it wouldn't be too much long after that San Jose strikes again.
Here's Graf, space. Collin Graf, great shot, score! Wow!
Graf, I mean, what could they have done here? I mean, Montembeault could have come up with the save. That would have been great, but it was a great shot by Graf. I think it went bar down, right? Before the end of the second period, Lane Hutson gets high sticked after making a great defensive play. He's bleeding, so that's going to be a 4-minute penalty. The Habs only get a couple of cracks at it before the period ends. It's 2-2 after 2 periods. The shots are now 20-13 for the Sharks. The Sharks are really pouring it on the Habs. All right, on to the third period. It's 12:15 now. I don't know if I'm going to get this one out, but Montreal is starting on the power play. Remember that 4-minute penalty. This power play looked awful. They were doing nothing the entire way through, right until the end.
Newhook. They'll wait. Alex Newhook, seam pass. Kirby Dach, pop pass in front. Score, Brandon.
That's Brendan Gallagher, a Gala goal, assisted by Newhook and Dach. So it was a bad power play, but they capitalized. So is it really a bad power play? We are seeing, I'm going to touch on it. I'm not touching a lot on things this game. I could probably go back and do another video about this game, but I'm not going to do that. Let's be honest. Owen Beck, I gotta shut him out. Owen Beck is a monster. He had lots of opportunities. He's making a lot of things happen this game. They got to find out some way. They got to figure out some way to do something with him. Montembeault is trying to protect that 1-goal lead. Comes up with maybe the biggest save of the season, point blank. But Tyler Toffoli, remember him? Remember Tyler Toffoli? He's going to tie things up.
Who do you keep your eyes on?
On Tyler Toffoli, who's in. Toffoli back in, try to score. Tyler Toffoli.
They're battling. It's looking like a scary game. You know, San Jose is getting some opportunities. Montreal looks slow up there. They look tired. They look beat. They're really not putting the amount of shots on net that they should be putting on net. Offense is looking very flat. Defense is looking sketchy. At this point, there were 4 power play goals. At this point, it really felt like whoever was taking the next penalty was going to lose the game. And right on cue, Jaden Struble puts one over the glass to draw a delay of game penalty. So it's not looking good for the Canadiens. But the one thing that you can never count on, but you can sometimes count on with the Canadiens, because it's happening quite a lot, is a shorthanded goal.
An effort, great job, and a 2-on-1. Evans, Armia, shot, score! Back-to-back games, shorthanded goals!
Those two are the shorthanded goal kings. Armia and Evans hooking up for a shorthanded goal, putting the Canadiens up 1 goal with like 3 minutes left in the period. I lied. It was more like 4 minutes, right? Sharks put pressure on. It looks like the Canadiens are going to score a couple of empty net goals, but they couldn't put it in. Gallagher gets a really good opportunity. So does Suzuki. Sharks are getting in dangerous with an empty net, but they can't put it past Montembeault. Game's going to end 4-3. 29 shots for San Jose compared to the only 20 shots for Montreal. So what was this game like? It wasn't a good game for Montreal, I'll be honest, but a win is a good game, right? So maybe we should just leave it at that. It's almost 2:30 here now. If I hurry, I could probably edit this and get it out before 3 a.m., but then I have to be up really early to drive the kids to school. We'll see. Thank you for watching. Like the video, it helps me out with search results or something. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you. And as always, I'll see you down below in the comments.